Do you wake up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to go to the bathroom? This constant interruption isn't just ruining your sleep. It's a telltale sign of your prostate. There's an important conversation about your prostate that should happen at every doctor's office after age 60, but it almost never happens. It's not about more pills or invasive procedures. It's about 3 simple daily habits that can completely transform your prostate health. Scientific studies have shown that these habits can be more effective than many expensive drugs, yet they remain a mystery to most men. I'm Jane, and with over 20 years of experience as a urologist, I'm here to finally have that conversation with you. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share could change the way you live the rest of your life. And I promise that habit number 3 will surprise you. To make sense of these 3 habits, you need to quickly understand why they matter. Think of your prostate as a small, walnut-sized gland that sits just below your bladder. The key is that it surrounds your urethra like a ring. Over time, due to natural hormonal changes, the gland begins to grow. And because it surrounds the urethra, that growth begins to compress the duct. It's like stepping on a garden hose, and it's incredibly common. By age 60, more than half of men have felt the effects. By age 70, that number jumps to 70%. That's why the symptoms you probably already know about start to appear. Difficulty urinating, a weak urine stream, the feeling that your bladder is never completely empty, and of course, the constant trips to the bathroom that interrupt your night's sleep. And this is the most important part, the part that most men accept without question. They think it's just part of the aging process, but the amazing truth is, you don't have to accept it as a given. There are natural, scientifically proven ways to not only prevent, but in many cases reverse these problems. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do right now. Let's start with the first habit. Okay, the first habit is something we all think we know, but I promise it's a little different. I call it smart drinking. I know what you're probably thinking. Dr. Jane, drink water. Seriously? Yes, seriously. But the secret isn't how much water you drink, it's when you drink it. And that difference is important. Let me explain it simply. When you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes too concentrated. It's full of toxins and substances that irritate the bladder and prostate, causing inflammation and exacerbating all the symptoms we've talked about. And here's the secret. Most people miss the point. The strategy is simple. Drink most of your water in the morning and afternoon. After 6 p.m., cut back significantly. Ideally, only sip when you're thirsty. This way you keep your prostate hydrated and healthy throughout the day. And most importantly, you give your bladder a rest at night. And it's not just talk. Studies show that men who follow this water regimen report up to a 40% reduction in nighttime trips to the bathroom. Think about what that means. Deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Just one simple change that can completely transform the quality of your life. Now, let's move on to the second habit, one you can start implementing today. We've already mentioned drinking water. Now let's move on to a habit so simple you might be skeptical, but don't be. I call it strategic walking. I'm talking about a short, easy walk, just 10 to 15 minutes, right after your main meal. Sounds too simple to do, right? But the science behind it is powerful. Here's the thing. Every time you eat, your blood sugar spikes. Taking a short walk right after helps your muscles use that sugar for immediate fuel, preventing blood sugar spikes. In fact, a study published in the prestigious journal Diabetes Care found that a 15-minute walk after each meal was more effective at controlling blood sugar throughout the day than a 45-minute walk. The big question now is, what does blood sugar have to do with your prostate? Everything. Constant spikes in blood sugar lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body. And today, science knows that chronic inflammation is one of the main factors causing prostate growth, prostate enlargement, and increasing the risk of more serious problems. So by doing this simple walk, you're not just going for a walk. You're actively fighting inflammation at its source, protecting your prostate, and improving your metabolic health with every step. There's no need to go overboard. A leisurely stroll around the block after lunch or dinner will do. It's a small investment of time that will pay huge dividends for your prostate health in the long run. Now, let's get to the third and most surprising habit. Okay, we've come to the third and most surprising habit. And I need to treat this subject with the seriousness and respect it deserves, because I know many men are silent. I'm talking about what I, as a doctor, in a landmark study, researchers followed more than 30,000 men for nearly 20 years. The results were groundbreaking. They found that men who ejaculated more frequently, around 21 times a month or more, had a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer. I know 21 times a month sounds like a lot, but for many people, it's a healthy, regular frequency. So why does this work? The explanation is compelling and simple. Frequent ejaculation acts as a cleansing process for the prostate. Think of it as an internal cleansing process. Every time you ejaculate, you're helping to clear out old secretions, dead cells, and potential toxins that can build up in the gland and cause inflammation or damage over time. And here I need to be very clear. The Harvard study concluded that the health benefits lie in the frequency of ejaculation, whether with a partner or through masturbation. I completely understand that for many men, especially those without a steady partner, this is a difficult topic to talk about. But from a medical and health perspective, I want you to know that this is a completely normal habit and has been shown to benefit your prostate health at any age. If this topic makes you feel uncomfortable, I encourage you to openly discuss it with your urologist. This is a health conversation and should not be judgmental. It is important to understand how these three habits are connected. And now, an important caveat, not as a content creator, but as your doctor. Nothing, absolutely nothing, that we have discussed here can replace a regular annual physical with a urologist. For men over 60, a PSA test and a digital rectal exam are essential tools. Early detection is your greatest ally in ensuring effective treatment and a long, healthy life. Don't ignore it. Ultimately, taking care of your prostate is taking care of your quality of life. It's the difference between an active, independent, vibrant 30s and a 30s filled with limitations and discomfort that you absolutely shouldn't have to endure. And I know it works. For me, this isn't just medical theory. It's the real results I see in the daily lives of my patients in my clinic. I've met men who have applied these simple methods and reported dramatic improvements. But I know many of you are looking for faster results or are dealing with symptoms that are already very uncomfortable. In those cases, addressing the root cause, the inflammation, is essential. That's why I wanted to share something I've been introducing to my patients that's proving to be a breakthrough discovery. It's a simple 15-second manly ritual before bed that has shown impressive results in reducing prostate swelling and relieving the most annoying symptoms like urinary frequency and urgency in just a few weeks. The beauty of this approach is that it works naturally without the need for expensive medications, which often come with a long list of unwanted side effects. Unfortunately, effective natural solutions like these rarely get noticed because they don't generate the same profits for the big pharmaceutical industry. So, if you're really annoyed by staying up late or embarrassed by having to go to the bathroom all the time, I've prepared a short video presentation that explains exactly how this ritual works. The link is pinned in the first comment and in the description below this video. Now, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Which of these three habits surprised you the most, or which one are you going to start today? If you have any questions, this is the place to ask. I read and answer as many as I can. And let me know what city or country you're watching from. I love connecting with all of you. If this video was valuable to you, the best way to thank me is to hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you don't miss our next videos on men's health. And last but not least, share this video. Send it to your friend, brother, father, or son. Quality information like this shared at the right time can really make a difference in someone's life. To continue this journey of knowledge and better health, click on the video that is on the screen right now, where I will reveal the best foods to support your prostate health. See you in the next video, and always remember that health is your most valuable asset.